Hi, this is Majinoni, and here's some comic reviews for you. We have Generation Hope number 14, Justice League number 4, and Ultimate Spider-Man number 5. I'll start with this one. I liked it, but it's really weird reading it. Bendis, so far, I mentioned in the other videos, I think he's doing a great job in introducing the Spider-Man Miles character to the Ultimate Universe. He's doing it slow, he's doing it so this way he builds who Miles is, what his friends are, things like that, and I think he's doing a much better job than the original Ultimate Spider-Man. Now, what's going on here is basically Spider-Woman captures Miles, she takes him to Fury, and they go, okay, what's going on? Now, it's revealed that Miles' uncle is the Prowler, and Fury's basically going, look, don't wear this costume again, or else. That's the direction it looks like he's going to be taking. The Electro escapes, then there's a battle, and the Electro pretty much takes out the Avengers, and this is Miles' turn to kind of prove himself and show that, he's not just, he's really trying, and he's not trying to, soil the name of Peter. And this is basically where they're giving him a chance. They give him the costume and things like that. So from here on, it looks like the story is going to start progressing faster. That would be my guess. But like I said, I'm really enjoying it. I think the art is fantastic. The story is fantastic. I wish more superhero, new characters could be introduced in this kind of a format, where you don't have these huge battles or, these grand entrances that don't give you the opportunity to develop characters. But in this case, they have the luxury because the name is Spider-Man. So they can do that because people will buy it just because of those two words, or that word there. But overall, it's very enjoyable. If you haven't been buying this, you really are missing out. Okay, Justice League number 4. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed this on multiple levels. Well, first of all, Jim Lee's art, I'll just say it's entertaining. I mean, it's good. The way he presents his panels, sequences are interesting. The story flows. And I just love, in the story, the dialogue between the characters. The superheroes give Aquaman absolutely no credit whatsoever. Green Lantern is a total asshole. And I just love it. You can see massive egos, you can hear inexperienceness just spewing out his face. I like how Aquaman's like, well, who's your leader? I don't see any, and Batman's like, well, obviously you're not looking in my direction, type thing. It's these little pokes and jabs that they're giving each other. That's just, I love it. Now, granted, this is fantastic right now, at least for me. But, when you're looking at issue number 20 or issue number 30, you kind of want to move away from that. And while I think Green Lantern acting like a complete asshole is funny now, I don't think it's going to be funny later. It's going to get really annoying quickly. Another thing I really like is the way they're developing these characters, in that each one has a very unique voice, and I see their characterization much more pronounced in this title than I have in any of the other titles of Justice League, Justice League or Justice League America. Pretty much, you're dealing with icons, so they pretty much are, they don't have a personality in the team book. But this one, they all do, and I think it's really great. And like the part here where you have Green Lantern basically going, well, why should you lead us? Because you have absolutely no value whatsoever. What can you do that we can't do? And then, conveniently, you have Parademons appear, and Aquaman shows them. And this, I'll spoil it, was awesome. Where you have gigantic great white sharks jumping out of the ocean, chomping at him, eating him up. And at the very one gets through, and Aquaman basically skewers him and kills him with his trident. Awesome. These sequences were amazing. I'm not going to spoil who the villain is. I know you know who the villain is, but I won't spoil the look for him. But I will say, this has been a really entertaining read. I really don't think this is the best book. I just think that this is the type of book that needed to be told, like the story that had to be told. I don't know if anybody could have made it better, but I think with the way this team works, you can't do anything new and innovative or creative like you're doing with Animal Man or Swamp Thing, as an example. You just can't. So here they're giving you, it's back to the basics. I guess you could almost say it's paint by numbers. Here's your characters, issue 1, 2, 3, 4. If we introduce them here, a villain appears in this issue. We do characterization there, and it's classic writing and storytelling. But I think DC really needed a book like this. This, in my opinion, really is re-energizing, for me at least, the Justice League franchise. But and you can actually do a lot from this. I don't think DC will do it, but from here you can just springboard up cartoons. You can springboard the movie. It's basically laying the foundation for it. I think they're going to go back to DC will screw up the movies in some way, shape, or form. That's going to be for sure. But I think they're really doing a great job here. This is definitely a must. I think this is so far a must buy. Okay, let's talk about Generation Hope. I don't know why I bought this. I know I mentioned that before in my pull list, and I still don't know why I bought this. I'm confused. The art, I like and I don't like. I think there's moments in the art that I just think it's fantastic. And there's times I just go, I just don't care. I really just don't care about anything that's going on. And it's conflicting me greatly. I think some of the characterization here, I think that's all phenomenal. But then when I'm looking at other things like scenes like this, or like this page here, even this sequence here, I don't think that they're strong pages. I think that in a more capable artist, we could have a much stronger image. That being said, let's go into the story. Basically, Shaw, if you remember, escaped, he fell, he has no memory of who, what, when, where, why, and basically what happened is they're in, I think, Pakistan or something like that. I don't want to say Afghanistan, but maybe it is Afghanistan. It's one of those stands, I believe. And they basically used Sebastian Shaw as a human bomb type thing. And Hope and her crew have no idea who he is. And I'll have to admit, too, when you see Shaw, in the ads, let me see if I can show you the ad real quick here, if it's even in here. And, yeah, when you see him here, he has that one type of a look, very regal, aristocratic type look. But when you see him here, it's a totally different person. And then for a minute, I was like, who the hell is this and where's Sebastian Shaw? And I don't think that's a discredit to the artist. I think that's a fantastic thing that he did, because he's showing Sebastian Shaw, I guess you can say, at his weakest, where he has nothing. He doesn't have his money. He has power. He doesn't understand what he is and how to use it. So that I give him kudos for it. Once like I said, I figured it out pretty quick who that was, and then from there, eventually the mutants go, well, we have a sanctuary, so we'll take you home. And then Scott's like, what the hell is he doing here? And I'm like, yeah, what the hell am I doing here? I can see now what's going to happen is he doesn't have his memories, and what they're going to do is they're going to put him into the team, and he will eventually turn into the good guy until he regains his memory. And then from there, it's will he stay good or will he be a bad guy? I think this is a really bad decision, really bad. I think they should have kept Sebastian Shaw evil, and I think that, in my opinion at least, they've ruined this character temporarily. I understand that, a year or 2 years later, eventually he'll go back to his old self eventually. But at least for right now, I'm like, I think this is a mistake, bringing him in. But I have a feeling they probably looked at sales of Generation Hope, and they needed to do something to spice it up, and they couldn't put Wolverine in this issue title, so they gave us something else like a loose end that they thought would generate sales. So anyway, that's my review of these 3 books. Really enjoyed. Pleasure reading. Not gonna buy the next one. Don't care at all what happens. I guess you can say the title is actually kind of appropriate. Generation Hope is they're hoping that we, the fans, will just eat it up and propel this title to #1. Well, I can say this, they're not getting my money anymore for that. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think. I'll have more reviews later. It's getting kind of late now because I put up another one, but the ones I read, other ones out there, they're probably going to be a little bit longer, so reviews, so I want to do it when I have more time. So, until next time.